Hello and welcome to the next episode of In the Comments section with me, Linux Gamer Life, where I answer your comments in a video rather than just in text. And it's my way of showing thanks to all of you who have taken the time to comment on my videos. I really do appreciate it, and it really does make a difference. So hopefully your comment comes up. Right, let's get on with it. First one. Well, that's a surprise, Battlefield 6. So this is the video that I did, Battlefield 6 sucks probably. And Aura Ether says, I've been constantly searching for a new PC build to play this game during the last few days. Actually, I've bought most of the expensive components already. However, this video has drastically influenced my decision in terms of changing my path to Linux. Just hearing that my video has drastically influenced the decision is feels really good. But yeah, I don't know what I would suggest here. You're saying that you're building a new PC, so I would suggest that you carry on and build that new PC, but absolutely put Linux on it. And then if you've got your old PC still, just use that for Windows. That's a win-win scenario. But what I would do is I would format the Windows PC, I would install Windows 11 on it, I would do the trick where you can bypass having to use a Windows account, and then I would use something like Talon to debloat it. I am very much interested in hearing on what you decide to do, so thank you for your comment, Aura Ether. Right, next. So this is the very first video I did, and thank you, the Rationally Insane. I know Rationally Insane very well indeed, and we've had quite a few funny conversations where when I was very much on Windows and he would have a problem with his Linux build, I would often say to him, you should just switch to Windows. And yeah, the irony is not lost on me now that I am actually on Linux. And this is me publicly apologising for taking the piss out of you all those years for your Linux gaming issues. Next. Oh, it's all so much about cheating. Hopefully we can move away from this. But Mercuriette, the programmers can create 2 lobbies for matchmaking. Anti-cheat users and people with anti-cheat disabled. I would love to play with my friends even if not a ranked game. The developers just don't want to expand Q&A resources on Linux, and that is perfectly fine, but please developers don't lie about the reasons. That's a very interesting take, and I think I agree with some of it, but not all of it. I think the only way that this can work moving forwards, and it does work on things like Conan Exiles and DayZ, is where you hand over the management of the servers to communities, and then the communities self-police those games. So for example, if you go on to official DayZ servers, you are likely to find a lot of cheating. But if you go on to a community DayZ server where it's actively being managed by admin, and when new people join the server, admin often will watch that new person to see what they're up to and whether they're cheating or not, and it's much more self-policed via Discord and all that sort of thing, then I think you'll be in a better place. So for the example where you're saying you want to play with your friends even if it's not a ranked game, that kind of community server infrastructure is a much better way. The problem is you won't get EA doing that, I don't think, with this newer game. Now I think on Battlefield 4 they have a similar thing where you can run your own servers and cheating's a lot less of an issue there. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that one, but hopefully you get my thinking around that. Community servers, self-policing is a good way of dealing with cheating. Right, next. So this is about me switching from Windows to Linux, and this is from Mohammed Riffay, 1988. Thank you very much. You took long enough to get your freedom back. MF, welcome to Linux World. Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Right, next. So another one on Battlefield 6. This is where I cheated and I used Parsec to connect to a Windows PC in order to play Battlefield 6. And Mojibake, thank you so much for your support, dude. I really do appreciate it. It was funny to see the recent reports about Javelin telling people they needed to uninstall Vanguard to continue. Back in my day, COD ensured you not play the competition by just taking up all the HDD space. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I totally get that. And that's really funny. It's just hilarious, isn't it? That now you've got competing anti-cheats saying, oh no, we don't trust that anti-cheat. You need to trust our anti-cheat. So uninstall that game that you've been playing for the last 3,000 hours to play our game. It's just ridiculous. And yeah, I do remember back in the day when I paid £250 for a 250 megabyte, not gigabyte, megabyte hard drive. So there you go. Thanks again. Next, this is an interesting video that I did actually, because I obviously spoke very much and I was quite opinionated about cheating and how I feel that they could do better, and that maybe server side is the answer and all those sorts of things. But then in that video there was a bunch of comments from somebody who claimed to be a cheat developer, and yeah, this video came from that because I learned a lot just from reading through that guy's comments and doing a bit more research. And I do think that I better understand now the reasons for Linux being easily terminated from these big games, right? And then Beneficial History has come back, and thank you for your comment, and says, but some games with kernel-level anti-cheat works on Linux. Both BattlEye and Easy Anti-Cheat works. I can say the finals as an example. It uses Easy Anti-Cheat, but it works on Linux. I personally never seen a cheater in game. Sometimes game breaking on Linux for a few hours or even days, but developers are nice. They are fixing these problems, even if there isn't a native version of Linux. Yeah, I think what we're getting confused here is kernel level. I don't know that BattlEye and Easy Anti-Cheat are kernel level. I think they are in the user space, and I believe that's very, very different. But again, correct me if I'm wrong on that in the comments below. The difference I think is with Windows is that it's very much intrusive and very much hooked into the kernel. I love it when I see comments in the comment section appearing in the comment section. That's brilliant. That's perfect. I finally built my first Linux gaming rig and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm primarily a single player gamer and have been mostly playing Stellar Blade on it. Oh, that's a nice beast. Ryzen 9800 X3D, 7800 XT, 64 gig of DDR 6000. Wait, what? I'm guessing that's DDR5. 6000, yeah, and a 2 terabyte WD Black. Yeah, I like WD Black, but all of my M.2s are WD Black. Great. And Casio OS. Well, nice one. That's awesome. It doesn't look like did I reply to that? Yes, I did. Nice one. There we go. So no, good. And yeah, Jim. I'm just going to call you Jim. No, Jamal. It's Jamal, right? Jamal. Yeah, let us know how you get on. Another Battlefield 6 one. This is from Nicholas. Nicholas is dual booting. I didn't touch Windows for a while, but my friends wanted to play other games, so I tried on Linux, but no support. I swear I only play it because I'm with a friend, but I'm so mad about this. Everyone against Linux are in bed with Windows to collect data. F them. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that everyone is in bed with Windows. I'm guessing what you're saying is that they care more about Windows than they do Linux, in which case I 100% agree. Thank you so much for your comment, and just get new friends. That's what you got to do, get new friends. Just kidding. Thanks again. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was episode 3 of In the Comments section with me, a Linux Gamer Live. I hope you're finding these enjoyable and useful. They're not as popular as some of the more controversial videos that I'm doing, but that's fine. As long as you guys are enjoying them and are commenting on them, I really, really appreciate it. So thanks again. You guys take care, and I will catch you in the next one.